My name is Easy, and welcome to another episode of Easy Does It, where we take a look at, react to YouTube channels, and sometimes do daily vlogs. Now, I have an announcement to make. I am done with the Brigadine series of videos that I was doing. A little while back, about a week or so ago, there was a thunderstorm that came through, and even though my computer was hooked up to 2 surge protectors, it got fried. The motor in it stopped working, it got fried. Everything else works just fine. It was just that I had a bunch of other stuff hooked up to a multi-layer outlet, and it only fried the computer for some reason. It didn't harm anything else. It was hooked up to 2 surge protectors, and it still got to it. I don't know how, but it fried the motor in the computer. So I went and got some duct tape and baling wire, tried to get it fixed, but it only would half-ass work. I was able to get some files off there, but I could not get the save file for my Brigadine game that I was uploading on here for you guys. It's a good game. Check it out. If you like that kind of strategy type game, you can watch any of them videos. You'll see what it's like. Overall, I give it 2 thumbs up. I highly recommend it. It's one of my favorite games. I like strategy and RPG games more than any other type of game. Haven't done any reaction videos for a while. I figured we'd do one this round, and we'll start off with I guess you would call it, one of them list channels where they do like paranormal stuff and mystery kind of thing. He claims it's a horror channel, but he literally does a variety of paranormal stuff and like true crime things, caught on camera, horror stuff. Anyways, he's in the United States. He's had the channel since November 2020. He's got about 214 million subscribers, and he calls his channel's name is called Chilling Scares. So we're going to check out his latest. I've never watched any of his stuff before, so let's see. He calls this 8 most disturbing things caught on doorbell camera footage. You get a lot of these videos now or video clips of the doorbell cam stuff, so we're going to check it out, see if it's any good.
This footage was captured in Flint, Michigan on April 24th, 2023. The house had 2 Ring cameras, one above the garage and the other was a Ring doorbell camera. Around 10 p.m., a man in a red jacket and another person just behind him are shown walking up to the house's front door. Before knocking or ringing the doorbell, the man in the jacket immediately starts trying to break down the door.
What? Some people are just so, what the hell? They're so bolden that they'll
The ring
just.
camera falls to the ground
They
from
don't
the
care
impacts,
that-
but the door itself doesn't budge. After
that
those few
there's
seconds, the
neighbors
man
or
walks around to the
anything.
house's
They just.
side door and again immediately starts trying to break it down. By this point, the homeowner had woken up in a panic and was checking their camera's feed for an explanation.
That's
They noticed
crazy.
their doorbell camera on the ground, and so they switched over to their other camera. As the banging noise rang out throughout the house, they could now see what was causing it.
They'd rather steal your shit and go fucking get a job and work, earn it.
The homeowner's voice coming over the
Bunch
speaker
of
was enough to
fucking
scare the two men
pricks.
off. Police were called out to the property. When they reviewed the footage, they noted that one of the men was armed. What these two men planned to do with the people inside if they had successfully broken in is unknown.
It's unbelievable.
It's unclear if they were ever identified by police.
It's why I don't live in a city.
This clip was captured at 3 in the morning on April 9th, 2023.
I'd
It
never
happened
live
in
in a
Albuquerque,
city.
New Mexico. The homeowner was sleeping when the clip was recorded. It
And
wasn't
she
until
looks
he woke
like a
up and saw a
freak.
notification on his phone that he found out about
What the
it.
hell?
He reviewed the footage, horrified. This is what he saw. A woman is shown trying multiple different keys to get into the house, and even looking around for a hidden one.
Huh. Fucking whack job. There's some whack jobs out there, I'm telling you. You know how many doorbell cam footage I've seen where some crazy ass woman? It's always a woman. I mean, every
The
now and
homeowner
then you'll
claimed
see
that
a
he had never
guy,
seen
but
this
it's
woman
usually
before.
a woman.
He said that she
And
later
she's
started
doing
throwing rocks in his
crazy-ass
car
shit.
and trying those locks. It's likely she was under the influence of something.
No.
Multiple times she
Yeah,
tries to
think?
insert keys into the doorbell camera itself.
Maybe
After a
she's
few
just
minutes, she walks off.
really
Was never seen
loony.
on the property again. Her intentions
Why do
are
they
unknown.
always see? Oh, it's always the excuse. They must have been on
Walter
something.
Hickox is a homeowner
Not
in Daytona
necessarily.
Beach, Florida. His home is set out in a wooded section of the city. In January of 2022, Walter was taking his 3 dogs out onto the porch when he noticed one of them intently looking at something outside. The dogs suddenly start running to the left side of the camera, and that's when Walter realizes they were looking at a black bear. The bear
Oh.
climbs over a protective railing as it goes for the dogs. With barely any time to process what he was seeing, Walter lunges at the bear as it goes for his
The
dogs.
hell?
He manages to push it back before he shoves a nearby chair in the doorway, preventing it from attacking again. He yells out
That
he was
dude's
attacked by a
crazy.
bear as he brings his dogs back inside.
He's lucky he survived that. Black
When I had
bears
time to just
kill
sit and just
like a
stare,
motherfucker.
It all hit me, and I started bawling. I couldn't believe how close to death I was, and I did
Yeah.
it to my dog.
Yeah, I
Walter
can't
received
believe
minor injuries from the bear. His dogs didn't receive any injuries.
you like risked your life for your dogs, man.
This homeowner in
It's crazy.
Texas got a knock at their door for a DoorDash delivery around 1:20 in the morning. Only the homeowner hadn't ordered DoorDash. She was sleeping. It was only her and her nephew in the home at the time. She remembers waking up to a metal clinking sound, but didn't think much of it until she noticed
See,
damage
in
to
the
the
city.
outside of her house the next morning.
You can tell it's a city
This caused her to look
street.
back at her cameras, both the footage from her doorbell camera and the one she had set up in her backyard. This is what she saw.
So is this chick pretending to do a DoorDash? Because I've seen him do that. I've seen camera footage. Yeah, people pretending to be DoorDash or whatever. Oh my gosh. What the fuck, man?
The first video isn't as concerning. A woman standing at the door, claiming to be with DoorDash from 1:20 a.m. to 2 a.m. This could be written off as a determined delivery driver that unknowingly had the wrong address. But it was the backyard footage that was genuinely concerning. At 2 a.m., 4 men got into the backyard and tried to gain entry into the home through a window. It's likely they planned on entering through the front door by ambushing the person that opened it for the DoorDash delivery.
Yeah.
But when no one answered, they resorted to trying the backyard.
There's something
while the
that
fake DoorDash
is
deliverer stayed
growing
out front as a distraction.
majorly. It's
However,
called black
unfortunately, the men would be
fatigue.
unsuccessful and are shown running away from the
People are
house on the
tired
backyard
of
camera.
fucking the black
The 4
community
men
pulling
and the
shit
woman at the
like
front
this in
door
the
were
inner
all seen leaving the
cities.
area together in a dark-colored
I live in
sedan.
the country. We
They
have
were
black
never caught
folk
by
out here,
police.
but they don't act like the motherfuckers in the city.
In June of 2019, multiple homes in Chicago got a visit
Thugs
from a
and
man claiming to be an
ratchets.
investigator known as Jeff Rushmore. The only problem is that man doesn't exist. He was impersonating an investigator
Never
with the
live in
local
the
police
city,
department,
especially if
fully
it's
equipped with a
overran
fake uniform, a fake
by
badge, and a
black
fake police
community.
radio chatter. This Ring camera caught him performing the act.
Can you open the door?
26 Acadian Road, Hill Park, UK 21, did it be the sixth person? 900 North Villa, and North Villa with the PD is with the captain in custody. Still at CD4. Precinct Farm, 2739 Forest, 4739 Forest across the Chicago Prairie, called in by a resident. Nothing showing. Edge of 103.
2640 George, the individual not answering the door.
The homeowner doesn't answer the door, yet the man stays in character, even faking a call back reporting the unresponsive homeowner. Another home in the area equipped with a Ring doorbell camera shows the same man. This time the homeowner does open the door.
The fake cop, huh? Impersonating a police officer. That's a crime.
Hi, sorry to bother you so late. Rushmore with the Winfield Police Department. I'm an investigator. One of your neighbors down the street reported a missing.
The video cuts out there. The man explains a missing person case, and when the homeowner says he doesn't know anything about it, the interaction ends. The motives behind him impersonating an investigator are unknown. Often there are cases like this where the man is simply trying to get people to open their door thinking they're safe, but proceed to rob them, or sometimes worse.
Yep.
However, he doesn't do this. No one knows his motives. One commenter said, "I honestly believe he was testing the waters, and as he felt more confident, he would have escalated from getting people to open their door to entering into people's homes to only God knows what next." According to recent documents, the man was never identified.
How the fuck could he not be identified? They
This
have
video was
his
captured in
face.
Kansas City.
That's
The
such
doorbell footage
bullshit.
shows a man appearing on the left
Now
side of
you're
the screen,
lying.
climbing on the
Bullshit.
guardrail. He was trying to stay out of frame as he attempted to take the Ring camera off of the home. Inside
You
the
literally
home was a
have
woman
his
and her
face.
son.
There's this
Man
thing
was
called
the
face
woman's
recognition
ex-boyfriend.
software.
He
It
failed to remove
works.
the camera, so he left.
Nice try.
Returned 30 minutes later. This time he had a cloth to cover the camera.
If the guy was really impersonating a police officer, he should be in jail. The hell is this dude doing?
3 minutes later, the homeowner's son ran into her room, frantic, telling her their car was on fire. Police and firefighters were called to the scene, but not before the fire destroyed their car and most of their home.
What the f...
Marianne, an expert in abusive relationships, responded with, Abusive relationships are about power and control.
Oh,
When that power and control is taken away, or
some
it's
dude
minimized,
was
then what we see is those efforts are escalated to try and get them back.
her boyfriend. He
Police are
pissed
currently
off.
looking for the homeowner's ex-boyfriend
Okay.
seen in the video.
Yeah, apparently.
This
Yep.
happened in April
There's
of
some
2023
psychos out there.
in a
Be
wooded
careful
section
who
of
you
Asheville,
date.
North Carolina.
Women are
The
10
homeowner
times
of this
worse,
house got
though.
a notification saying motion
about
was
that
detected
shit.
at her front door.
They'll key
She
your
opened the app on
car
her
and
phone and
smash
saw
your
3
windows
bears
and
on her front
all
porch.
kinds of shit.
They were tearing open a package that had recently been delivered. Inside the package was dog food, which they easily would have been able to smell.
Ah,
The homeowner opened her door and confronted the animals,
Oh,
trying to scare
that's-
them off.
that's what you get for leaving the food outside. Or I'd fucking, dude, I'd report the motherfuckers who delivered the food, the dog bag, if that's what happened, like FedEx or whatever. When you live out in the fucking woods.
The bears take one of the 2 bags of dog food inside the package. They're seen on the right side of the screen with the bag in their mouth as they walk off. This footage was captured at night just before 2 a.m. It shows a man ringing the doorbell to this home in Rochester, New York. Immediately after, he hides behind a parked car. He's seen crouched down, holding some kind of club in his hand, breathing heavily and sweating profusely. He nervously looks back and forth from out at the street to back at the house's front door.
Okay. Is he trying to ambush someone? Because that's what it looks like. Is he trying to ambush someone? He waiting on somebody? Who he gonna get? Who he gonna get? Who he waiting on at 2 in the
The
morning?
man clearly looks to be on something. When he realizes no one was going to answer the door, he walks away. Another minute passes when a voice yells out that the police are on their way.
Well, why would he hide in front of the camera? That makes no sense.
It's unclear whose voice this is. There are 2 main possibilities here. Either this man was hiding from someone for one reason or another, and he was trying to get inside a house so that he wouldn't be found, the voice being the person he was hiding from. Or he was trying to bait the homeowner into opening the door, where he then planned to do who knows what. The voice here being a concerned neighbor that saw what he was doing. Either way, the man most likely did not have the best intentions.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense that he would be hiding behind a car in front of the fucking door cam. Okay, that's all I have for you this week. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. And this is Chilling Scares. Check them out if you want. We'll catch you on the next one.